Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we're going to be talking about Smuggler's Run Part 2 and why it actually might be an upcoming DLC that we could see in Grand Theft Auto Online. So I know the new update just came out, but there's already a lot of people that aren't interested in this DLC and are focused on what's going to be coming next. I'm not really in either category. I'm still kind of enjoying what we've got going on right now. But obviously, I'm still looking forward to the future because anything new that Rockstar does is exciting. So this information is coming from XXII. I'll leave a link to his video that he's done in the description. So he said this. He said he was taking a look at the stats related to GTA Online and found something interesting that might indicate Smuggler's Run Part 2. So this is what he said, and I am going to have to paraphrase a bit. He says, with each new updates, new sections of hashes are added. Now, in the Doomsday Heist, there were some new hashes that were added, and one of the stats was related to contraband in the facility. Now, these are the same hashes with the same function that were included in the Smuggler's Run update, implying that maybe we can get new functions to the facility, such as smuggling. And he says, to better understand, let me show you the parts that are really interesting. So this is what he actually showed us. He says, a brief comparison between the hashes of Smuggler's Run and the Doomsday update. As you can see, the functions are listed. And in red, you can see Hangar Contraband Mission, which is Smuggler Hangar Contraband Units Owned, and then Contraband Mission. And you can see the same thing in the Doomsday Heist. It is D-Base Contraband Total, D-Base Contraband Mission. And then it is Gang Ops Defunct Base Contraband Units Owned, Gang Ops Defunct Base Contraband Mission. And with each one, you can also see some of the things you can do. Like in the hangar, you can change the lighting and the floor decal. In the Doomsday Heist, you can add an orbital cannon, security room, etc. So those are the comparisons and hashes, which is pretty interesting. Now, this is what he had to say. He said, this might just be cut content or content that can be added to the facility. He states right now we have to consider that the facility is a property that so far is only made for the Doomsday Heist missions, but maybe Rockstar has bigger plans for this property, so maybe it makes sense to give new functions to the facility and adding new aircrafts, underwater, terrestrial vehicles for smuggling. And that to me makes sense. This wouldn't be the first time they've used a business property for multiple functions. The CEO offices are responsible for starting the finance and felony stuff, but also the import-export stuff. They're done at the exact same computer. So it would make sense, or it could make sense, because they've done something like that in the past. Now, quickly, before we move on any further, do you guys want an easy way to earn some extra cash and potentially even shark cards, where all you have to do is do research surveys, watch videos, and play games? Well, you can do that through Swagbucks. I've tried it. It's really cool. Click the link in the description if you want to get started earning some of those gift cards and shark cards, and you actually get a $5 bonus for signing up. Thanks to Swagbucks for sponsoring this video. Let's get on to the rest of it. Now, he goes on to say, how could contraband be related to a facility? He says, maybe we could smuggle government products involving contraband and setting up smugglers missions like Smuggler's Run Part 2. He states there are several possibilities for smuggling, noting that Smuggler's Run is an old franchise from Rockstar Games, which had 3 games released. And Rockstar could follow the same timeline of the 3 games in the franchise, creating maybe Smuggler's Run Part 2 and a Part 3 update. So obviously that Part 3 would be way down the line. I mean, the Part 2 doesn't even exist right now. Now, he goes on to say new forms of smuggling. He says those who play GTA Vice City Stories know that it had smuggling missions where we could use the Sea Sparrow chopper to deliver drugs. Now, the Sea Sparrow was actually added in the San Andreas Supersport Series DLC, so it could be a type of vehicle made for this content. And we could also receive new gear like scuba suits, submarines, underwater and amphibious vehicles like the Stromberg to do underwater smuggling, which again is something we've never really explored. He also says, fun fact, cartels are smuggling drugs using submarines. I wouldn't know because I'm not part of a cartel, but maybe they do. And I've been mentioning this for a while, that I think some sort of naval or sea-based update or underwater DLC is going to be the final business frontier for Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of details on why I think it makes sense. I've touched on that in previous videos. I mean, we've done land-based military DLCs. We've done air-based military DLCs. There hasn't been a single DLC that has been focused on, for the most part, boats or just watercrafts in general. There's been lots of little pieces like boats that have been added into the game, the aircraft carrier that was featured in the heist missions, the yacht that was featured in Executives and Other Criminals, but there's nothing really been anything permanently tangible that Rockstar have done for water. And I feel like this could be pretty cool. I mean, even the Doomsday Heist, there was that mission where you went into the submarine, but that wasn't anything all that special at the end of the day. And on top of all of that, what XXII has said is right. I mean, Rockstar did make multiple parts or multiple games of Smuggler's Run, which is an old game they created for PC and I think like the original Xbox and PlayStation 1 maybe. And we've also seen them do Part 2 updates of a ton of previous DLCs. Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 and 2, Lowriders Customs Classics. You could even say that Finance and Felony is kind of a precursor to Import-Export. I mean, we've seen like 3 Cunning Stunts DLCs so far, so it wouldn't shock me at all if they did that. And who knows, it might be what XXI is describing, another type of contraband underwater smuggling. They may just not call it Smuggler's Run Part 2. But for now, that's sort of the best guess name we can come up with. So at the end of the day, I still think this is pretty cool, and I know that it would be a pretty enjoyable update. A lot of people didn't like the Smuggler's Run DLC because they thought it may be too focused on airplanes, but that update still included a lot of cars, which was nice. And I would imagine a water-based DLC would include a lot of cool watercrafts, but also a lot of cool land vehicles too. I mean, it's Rockstar. They know what their audience wants for the most part, so I know they probably wouldn't leave us up and dry with no land vehicles. But anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of this. Would you like to see something like Smuggler's Run Part 2? I'm sure the conversation and the discussion is going to be pretty split. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of people that are going to say, yeah, heck yeah, that sounds great. There's going to be some people that say, no, I'm tired of business updates, don't want Smuggler's Run Part 2. So let me know your thoughts, opinions more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. We like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.